left my headset. Okay. For Bean and Sync 366, did you realize something? It's a leap year. This year is a leap year. So we have 366 days instead of 365. It's 366. So welcome to Bean and Sync 366. I am Kiannaa Sadge, and today's topic is being the difference. So we're going to give a short story of the other day. I was delayed in walking our puppy, Raw. And there was a gang of guys, kids, I should say, that in our neighborhood that we call them the wheelie crew. And there's a bunch of kids that like to get on their bikes and they just basically do wheelies on their bikes everywhere they go. They wheelie everywhere. One wheel up on, and there's a whole gang of them that do that. So we call them the wheelie crew. So the wheelie crew had gotten together and they were taking off, and just like, a bunch of kids, they're like chit chatting with each other, and then they were gone. So then I was slightly delayed, got the dog together, going for a walk, and one of the boys was hit by a car in our track, right outside. So you walk out of our track, and that's where it happened. And so it had just happened. So the kids on the floor, all the boys are like watching his friend who just assumingly was right next to him, got nailed by a car. So they're a little bit traumatized. The woman who hit the young boy was traumatized. And so there's all kinds of commotion. So the way that the track works is there's cars that come into it, right? And they come in at sometimes really fast paces. So there's the car that hit him that was stopped now in the middle, another car that stopped and got out to help, and now there's another car. And so there's like traffic now. And nobody was doing anything, and the boys were still in the street. So if another car came and there was an accident, the boys were still going to get hurt. And I said I was really bothered by this. I was like, anybody who knows me knows I'm not shy. But Oliver's like, just let it be. And I was like, no, these boys could get hurt. So he took the dog, which normally I have the dog. He took the dog, and I went back and I started. Hey, you boys need to get on the sidewalk. You need to stay out of the danger. Just stay over there. Somebody call his mother. Did anybody call 911, the police? And nobody had called anybody. And this is at least 5 minutes that had transpired. Nobody had done, everybody's got their cell phones out. Everybody's calling somebody, but nobody had bothered to call the police. So I had them calling the police. I had the lady move her car. This guy move his car. Everybody get on the street. Everybody move their car. And I started giving orders, right, of what to do. I stayed with the young man until a nurse came out of her house, and I got him out of shock because he was completely in shock. And I let the nurse take over, and then I disbanded. I did my piece. I said my prayers. I left. The woman who hit the young man was obviously in shock. She couldn't even think. I was like, get off your phone. Like, if you can't move your car, I'll move your car. But like, come on, like, let's keep it moving. So here's the lesson in that. It's like, we assume because people are grown adults, we make assumptions that people are taking care of things that need to happen when there are chaotic situations. But the truth is when there's chaotic situations, and there will be more chaotic situations, that's just an example of what is going to be happening more in our environment. So we must be centered and clear. Somebody needs to stay in a place of balance and peace and make sure the safety of others is taken into consideration. What I became very aware of after I was processing this with myself is how much people get caught up in things that throw them off balance, and they gravitate to chaos, drama. Somebody's hurt, we got somebody in the street, you know but they don't do anything to rectify it. So this message is really short and simple. It's be the difference. Be the one who's calm, congruent, collected. You don't need to get wrapped up in the drama. Who did what? How did this happen? That's none of our business. What is our business is to make sure that people are safe and taken care of. And that if people are in shock, like that young boy was, he was so much in shock that he just, I just put my hand on his back, just let him know he was safe and he is okay. He's like, he didn't want to go to the hospital. I was like, you don't get to make those decisions. You're not old enough. Your mom will, or your parent, or whomever will be here and they'll make those decisions. But we got your friends called his mother, calmed him down. He was like, chill. He was just really embarrassed and in shock, as any of us would be. But be the difference. Be that calm, soothing, stable support that people need to heal. Because healing does not occur in drama. Healing does not occur when we are off balance. So be the balance. Do those things that get you into balance. So when chaos hits, and it's going to happen, there's always situations that happen, that you are the one that can be calm even in your own situation. Because certainly I've had chaotic situations in my life, and it even takes me a moment to like rewind and say, okay, now what would I do if I were calm? you know, because we need to have that mental and emotional stability to move through things. That isn't a disconnection. It's the contrary. It's being fully connected to your heart so you can support and encourage and send and be the loving support system for others. So today's message is don't walk away, be the difference. We need to step up for one another in our communities and be there to help others. So cheers to being in sync. Happy Friday. Happy 366. Being in sync. And I am Kiannaa Sage, and I guide people to greater peace.